It is 4:39 and 55 degrees out. Today I'm driving from Dana Point to Sacramento. It's about a 6 to 7 hour drive. The furthest I've driven alone is about 2.5 hours, so this is going to be really interesting. The goal today is to go up north and check in on my dad, who just moved there for a new job, and then to see some family members as well in Sonoma. It should be a good time.
Should I keep my answers brief? Kind of. Okay.
I think that's good. How you doing, Dad?
I'm doing good. I'm really happy to see you. It's nice to have people come. Actually, it's nice to have visitors.
Alright, so you've lived here for about 2 weeks now, right?
I think it's going on about 3 weeks.
How have you been adjusting?
About the 9th of the month.
How have you been adjusting?
I've been, it's been strange. I've been living with you guys, with our family, for all of your existence for the most part. It's been strange for me to be alone and up here, but this is all part of the process. Feels like going back to college and starting from day one, coming onto a campus in my engineering program. So it's a big challenge. So I need this opportunity to focus and really get inside my head and get my A game on from the start.
So you moved from the coast, Dana Point, Orange County, to Sacramento. What's your favorite part so far about living in Sacramento in a totally different place?
Big adjustment. But I have to say that Sacramento, especially this time of year in fall, has been such a beautiful transition with an incredible amount of variety in terms of the trees and the colors. Orange County is, well, you know, I think there's maybe a total of 3 different fall colors here. There's just every blend from bright golds and yellows and reds. This is a very urban environment where we're surrounded by a lot of older homes, Victorian style homes and bungalows, and in between all that is a very urban setting. A lot of regentrification going on, a lot of diversity in this area, and so to me that's been refreshing. Orange County is such a homogeneous community, at least in Dana Point and South County. I know that there's other parts that are not that way, like Santa Ana. But for me, it has been a refreshing reminder of what the world really looks like in a sense of diversity. So that part for me has been enjoyable.
Great. So one thing we touched on in a previous interview was one of the things you'll miss from home is a morning routine. How's your morning routine adjusted to here?
So my morning routine is different. I no longer bike a couple days a week. In a way, that's kind of nice because at my age, it gets a little dangerous getting up before the sun and being out on the road. So I've pretty much gone to yoga full time, and yoga has really helped me in multiple ways. It's helped me keep fit, aerobically, strength and flexibility wise. And it's also been an important component in my mind. Starting in on a new job, this transition has been an extremely anxious exercise for me. And I've woken up some mornings feeling a level of anxiety, fueled by anxious ideas and thoughts early in the early morning hours, which kind of propel me out of bed. And so to be able to kind of take a break, drink a cup of coffee, and to do 45 minutes of yoga really helps me prepare for the day. And I think it puts me on a much better footing as I start my day. So that's been enjoyable as a morning routine.
Very nice. Alright, so the rest of our family moves here in December, with the exception of me. And they bring along the rest of the furniture. As we speak now, we are both sitting in beach chairs.
A couple of beach chairs.
In the kitchen.
That's right.
So how is the lack of furniture affecting you at all, or is it just enough?
No, it's rather strange though. Again, it kind of reminds me of college and living in a bare bones situation. So it's a nice, beautiful, spacious home, and yet I have 2 cups and 2 plates and one chair and a plastic desk that I'm working from in the living room, or the dining room rather.
Yeah. So this house is very different from our house that we are living in Dana Point. Our house in Dana Point is a gated suburb, 2-story. It's
Cookie cutter home.
home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 3-story townhouse. What's your favorite part of this kind of new? Like, what's your favorite feature of this new home?
Well, not exactly sure, but the home, so not so much a townhome, but I guess you would call it a 3-story single-family house because it doesn't have attached walls on either side to a neighbor. But I'm not sure. I mean, the home itself, maybe not so different from the one we lived in. I think my favorite feature is probably these beautiful wood floors that we're sitting on right now. I think they're maple or hardwood, but in the other room, in the living room, which is another favorite feature, in the living room, these wood floors roll into there, and there's this beautiful view across the street where you see all the fall colors, and you see a large Victorian style home, 3 of them, and you can see out on the streets, and you see people occasionally walking by. I love that. And the fact that the room is elevated enough so you're not looking at ground level, you're looking sort of over the sidewalks and across the street. So to be able to use that room to do yoga, and strangely because of COVID, that's my office too. We'll see how long that lasts once your mom moves down here. But that part's been very enjoyable. Then having the kitchen on the same floor.
I guess lastly, are you looking forward to everyone coming up?
I am. I'm looking forward to having the house filled with furniture and the things that give us comfort that we've grown to be comforted by in terms of material things. And then to have your mom up here and your sister, and
well, I'll miss you guys.
we'll miss you too. But I kind of feel like even having you come up here and visit us, even though it's further away, I somehow feel that this might be in a more enjoyable environment for us to visit. That's what I'm hopeful for anyways.
I'd agree with that. I look forward to the drive. It's a fun drive. My review on the drive from Dana Point to Sacramento, the valley is really difficult. You're about only 2.5 hours into the drive out of maybe 6 or 7, so it just gets very exhausting, and it's difficult to monitor yourself and make sure you're not in a dangerous situation. So it's important to make sure you either rest or get some extra caffeine. But it's well worth it, and it's very beautiful, and it's a good time to reflect. I had a great time listening to my music and yelling in my car. It was fun. I liked the experience a lot, and it ended up being a little less scary than I thought, so I would definitely do it again, especially in times right now when it's really difficult to safely board a plane, and with the pandemic, driving is a little more important nowadays, I'd say.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but I look forward to visiting.
The city, wandering the streets here will feel so much different than Orange County. And in a way, I think it's more inviting because it's just not like South County, which is so sterile and everything just seems to be the same. It doesn't have a sense of community from my perspective, and I've lived it for 25 years. I think I wander around a place like this and I just get definitely a different sort of communal vibe about the place. And I think it's largely because of the urban setting and the diversity of community here. So I'm hopeful that this will be really a positive change for us as a family, and will be a couple of years at least of a good opportunity to be immersed in a different environment and a whole new set of experiences that hopefully we'll enjoy and grow from.
All right, it's 5:33 a.m. I had a very successful visit with my dad, and now it's time to make the 6-hour journey home. Only this time, instead of going home into my Dana Point home, I will actually be going into the home that I myself am moving into in Santa Ana.